Hey everybody, and welcome to Long Story Short with Uncle Jeff. Today we will be talking about the Ravnica Allegiance. It's time for the Gathering Storm, Part 2. When we last left our heroes, Ral Zarek was trying to get the guilds to all work together to stop Bolas. But Vraska, the new guildmaster of the Golgari, has decided that Bolas cannot be beaten. She believes that she has no choice but to serve him, and so she has assassinated Isperia. Ral meets up with Niv Mizzet to discuss their other options. They do have the planar beacon, but using it is risky. It will send a signal all across the multiverse, alerting countless planeswalkers. There's no telling who or what will come if the beacon is activated. Niv Mizzet has also come up with an alternative way to amplify his power. Even though the guild leaders won't work together, Niv plans to supersede their authority. You see, the guild pact that binds Ravnica together is actually a physical thing below the city. It is incredibly vast and complicated, but Niv has a plan to hijack it. He has Ral construct a number of resonators which will make this plan possible. Unfortunately, these resonators must be placed all across the 10th district, which means at least one of them will be placed in Golgari territory, and a second will have to be placed in Gruul territory. Ral is going to have to fight Vraska. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Kayya is still the guildmaster of the Orzhov. People keep coming to her with ridiculous debts, and Kayya keeps feeling bad for them, so she keeps forgiving them. And Teysa and the other leaders of the Orzhov are not thrilled about this. So Teysa tells Kayya, please stop. But Kayya's like, nah, I like forgiving debts. Meanwhile, back at the other ranch, Ral is collecting his allies to assault the Golgari and the Gruul. Dovin Baan is the new leader of the Azorius, and he agrees to help. Aurelia and Kayya also lend some troops. They assault the Gruul first. When they get to Gruul territory, they find that Borbor Gemos has been replaced by Domri Raid. Domri and the Gruul fight back, but the Boros defeat them, and the Izzet begin to set up the Resonator. Next, they assault the Golgari. Vraska has already turned this part of the city into a trap, and she sets off an explosion that disorients Ral's troops. Ral faces Vraska, but this far below the ground, he is cut off from the source of his power. He only has a limited amount of lightning. Vraska fights Ral back, but then Aurelia shows up, and Vraska is forced to flee. The Izzet move in and set up the Resonator, while the Azorius set up powerful wards to prevent a Golgari counterattack. Meanwhile, back at the Orzhov Cathedral, Kayya is on the run. The Orzhov hierarchs have sent knights to kill her. Kayya eludes them and flees, only to find herself confronted by a strange man. This man has been possessed by one of Bolas' spirits, just like Garo from the Selesnya, or the Dimir agent that Bolas stole. Bolas tells Kayya that he can break all of the magic that made Kayya guildmaster, freeing her not only from the Orzhov, but also from Ravnica itself. Kayya realizes that Bolas sent her here specifically so that she would get trapped, and this is all part of his plan. So she rejects his offer, and goes to confront the Orzhov hierarchs. As it turns out, the old guildmaster had collected debts from each of the other leaders and had kept them with the rest of his debts, which means that Kayya now has control of all these magical debts. Kayya orders the hierarchs to arrest Teysa, and they have no choice but to obey. Meanwhile, out in the streets, Ral is looking for someone. He got a mysterious message and is trying to find the person who sent it to him. In an obscure tavern, he finds Lavinia. Lavinia used to be a member of the Azorius, but now she has gone rogue. She informs Ral that she is tracking Bolas' agents through the city, and she has found out that the invasion is happening tonight. And Ral's all like, crap on a cracker, the network isn't ready yet. So Ral rushes back to Nivix and tells Niv Mizzet that Bolas is coming, and they have to activate the network tonight, regardless of whether or not it is actually ready. They turn on the network and fire up the resonators. Everything is going well until one of the resonators fails. But it isn't the one in Golgari territory, or the one in Gruul territory. It's the Azorius resonator that has failed. Dovin Baan has betrayed Ral. Ral contemplates storming New Prague for only a moment, but then a light on the horizon shines. Bolas is already here. Niv Mizzet goes out to confront him, while Ral goes to activate the beacon. Vraska is there waiting for him, but Ral is no longer in the other city. He has all the lightning that he needs. Ral blasts Vraska and activates the beacon. Tezzeret goes to meet Bolas, who is holding Niv Mizzet's skull. He informs Bolas that the beacon was activated. Bolas smiles, for you see, this was his plan all along. When he sent a Dimir agent into Nivix, it wasn't to steal anything. It was to plant the idea for the beacon in Niv Mizzet's mind, Inception style. Niv Mizzet has no idea that the beacon was Bolas' plan, and he had it built. And Bolas sent Vraska to confront Ral, knowing she would fail, only so that Ral would believe that Bolas didn't want the beacon to be activated. Tezzeret leaves Bolas, and the invasion of Ravnica begins. And that's it for Ravnica Allegiances. What will happen next? Will Bolas conquer all of Ravnica? Will the heroes across the multiverse come to stop him? Will Jace finally show up? We'll find out next time. In the meantime, check out Corvée in Space. It's the greatest game ever created, and you can buy it on Steam for only $1. That means if you earn minimum wage, you'll be able to save up for it in less time than it takes to watch our Kaladesh video. Also, you should watch our Kaladesh video. Anyways, I've been Uncle Jeff. Thanks for watching.